Hello everybody and welcome to episode 59 of the Pentagon Challenge. Today our title defense is down to the final 3 games. Can we become the 2-time champions of the Chinese Super League together? But Shanggang, who cost us the double last year as they outplayed us in the FA Cup final, they'll want to say something about that. And at the Hongkou Stadium, it will be a massive game for all parties concerned as Shenhua hold a 1-point lead over Guangzhou, Evergrande, and then Beijing are just 2 points back. And then Shanggang, a win here will get them right in the hunt themselves, and that'll put severe pressure on me to try and fend off the threats. And technically Rennes are not yet out of this title hunt either, but I'd say with 9 points left to play for, there's no real opportunity for them to catch 4 other teams above them. So we'll just have to say it's a battle between 4 clubs, and the form table looks like this. You can see we've won 3 games, drawn once and lost once. Guangzhou, you saw in the last episode, with 8 games to go, they were really on a hot streak, and it seemed I could not catch them, but they had a very poor run of it and have dropped a huge amount of points, but sadly we've yet to really capitalise on that. But then again, they lost the game on the day we lost, so we really got away with it. But then you look at Shanggang, 4 wins on the trot. Beijing, their 3 wins in a row have been scuppered, so it's all very fascinating with the last 5 games, clearly showing dominance for Shanggang, but not so much compared to Beijing or Shenhua. But Guangzhou have really hit rock bottom, and yet they could still win the title. You never really know with these things. There you go, you can see how badly it's gone for them throughout the last few weeks, but they could yet save the season and become champions of China again. But let's just take a look at Shenhua's fortunes since we last met for Rennes, which was the 1-1 draw. We can't afford to draw at home. We have just this last home match to go, and we'll hope to claim the victory. Urban gave us a really tough match. We had our work cut out, and perhaps undeservingly a goalkeeper mistake from Zhen Cheng ended up giving the ball to Shenglong, and then he felt the need to hit a finesse shot around the keeper and into the corner of the net, giving us absolutely priceless 3 points. Yan Bian also gave us a good match, even though the scoreline says otherwise, but they equalised. They took the lead in the second half after it was tied at 1-1, but then the hero Pen Changming woke from his slumber, got a hat-trick. But we should also show appreciation to Kai Hui Kang. He scored his first ever pair of goals for the club in any competition, so I'm absolutely thrilled that he was able to do something like that, and if he feels like it, he could certainly come up with some more goals today. But that was a deserved win, even if it wasn't so fortunate. Against Changchun, again, Li Shenglong saved our skins with a goal in the last few minutes. But even though the goalkeeper was a fantastic man of the match, it was only fair that we claimed those points. But then things have gone a little bit pear-shaped as we drew at home 1-1. Shenglong again scoring, but we didn't build upon that advantage. And then Nikao, I'm not too sure which way to pronounce it, he scored a goal, but then fell down injured when all the substitutes had been made. And then the veteran Usale also went down injured. So it seemed like FM had a bit of a miracle lined up for me, but sadly my players were too tired or too panicky to get that all-important second goal to win us the game. So it was a 1-1 draw, probably the fair result, but no, I just would have been absolutely delighted if we stole another win from underneath the nose of our opponents. You can see they'd made their 3 substitutes well in advance of those injuries. It's unfortunate that both players will be out for the rest of the season, but that could have happened to us and we could have lost, so you never really know. And then our magnificent unbeaten run in the league, stretching back to April, came to a shuddering halt at a really, really uncomfortable time. We weren't punished, but to have lost to Tianjin, still a really mediocre team. They outplayed us on this day, and even though we took the lead through Yankuo, we went into halftime. I said you can do better, but I'm pleased with what I've seen. Guess what? My players completely shut down their systems and allowed 2 soft goals past the defence and into the net. So really, really costly defeat there. But if we beat Shanggang, then I do believe victory is within our grasp, and we will be league champions again. But certainly I will be straining my eyes elsewhere. If we don't win the league, I just cannot risk being out of the Champions League again. We have to get at least one of them secured before this series begins to dwindle. But there are so many options. It's just a matter of the vacancies appearing, because the Hyundai A-League in Australia and the K-League in South Korea have superior teams compared to ours, and it's something I'd love to try out, particularly South Korea, since I've never played in that league before. But if we take a look at the semi-final lineups, you can see we've got 2 South Korean teams, and we have a Kuwaiti team, the reigning champions, and Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia, which should make for very interesting viewing. But the K-League seems to be the place to be for Asian managers, and that's something I'll have to consider if the right job opportunity appears. So we'll stop thinking about the future now. Let's get right into the present and beat Shanggang and try and defend the league title with as much vigour as possible. So this is my starting 11. We'll go into it in more detail in just a minute, but it is pretty much the best team I can name, except for Liu Danzuo, who should be on the bench, but he's actually out injured. So we'll just have to do without our second best goalkeeper, but I'm sure Shanggang are struggling with injuries as well. We're not invincible. So this is the starting lineup that will try and rescue the league championship battle for Shanggang. They've got Juranovic, the hero in the FA Cup last season. They've got Shangwan, Binbin and Genglin on the wings, Yang Tao and Cheng Kwai in midfield, and then the handy left back Riscotto or Ricotso, he's a good player, and then Shi Kei on the right. And then as for us, we have Eddie Francois taking over from Fu Huan, who I didn't feel played well in the last game. Chanturia and Sun Ji in defence, with Radaby at left back, who will be pushing forward. Kai Kang and Yang Kuo, my irresistible centre midfielders. Ji Yang back in the starting 11, even though his season has been far from spectacular this year. And then Daniel Moreno back from injury as well. Geng Zonglin had international commitments, and I didn't want to risk him. Then Zhu Zhen in great form, who will partner Peng Changming in the attack. So that'll pretty much do. We'll mark up our players now. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with these guys already, but if you're not, we'll just show you the star ratings. You can see Juranovic starting to get on a bit, but he's still a fabulous talent for this league. Then we've got Cheng Wan in centre attacking midfield, and then Bin, very handy player, and then Genglin, their young starlet. Even though he's not quite in the right position, he could be their best player if his confidence is given enough time to blossom. So let's get on with this game. The importance cannot be overestimated, as I want to qualify for the Champions League, and if we eliminate Shanggang from the title race, then that's one less team to worry about, since we're not in the FA Cup final, and the Champions League berth is going to go to the winner of the FA Cup, which will not be any of the top 4 clubs. So that's going to put pressure on us to finish second or defend the title. Well, anyway, let's get on with the game. I cannot wait to get it going, but if we lose here and Guangzhou capitalise, then that could be all she wrote. We have to get out there and deliver the performance that we should have seen in the FA Cup last year, but the kind of performances that we saw in the league last year were second to none, and we just need to get through this match and we should be okay. And then of course we're unbeaten at home all season, and to keep that record alive in the very last appearance in front of our fans should be a priority. So we're just waiting now for the game to begin. Here we go. It is Shenhua to get us underway, and the crowd has filled out the stadium here, and we should be in for a thriller. But let's just see how the other teams get on. You can see Beijing and Guangzhou are all in action, and that could mean the results will affect how the teams play in real time. But now we've got Zhu Zhen. Oh, he's gone down injured straight away. That could be a concern. Oh, he's not going to be getting up from that, I don't think. Shang Wan feeds Juranovic, and thankfully Du Jia is there to save. Bin Bin tries to clear and tries to make a pass, but it didn't work. And Zhu Zhen already has succumbed to injury, and that could be the end of his season. So it looks like the logical switch will be Li Taxiang in for Zhu Zhen. How unfortunate. Not even 5 minutes of action and his game is over. It was a very innocuous incident. It could be a stubbed toe, or it could be even worse, but it looked like a leg injury or a knee injury, as Zhen was just clutching the ground, and or he's rolling on the ground with his knee or his foot in extreme pain. We don't know what's happened, but anyway, we'll just have to survive the remaining minutes without our youngster. Yang Kuo deals with the situation with assistance from Radaby, and here's Peng Changming, our near 20 goal season striker, trying to hit the corner of the net, but well saved by their goalkeeper. No, I don't want to tighten up just yet. I'd rather go push forward, thank you. See if that makes a difference. A goal, and it looks like it's Guangzhou. It is indeed 1-0 to the former champions, and that puts us under pressure. Li Taxiang fails to score, but big news, Changchun, the team trying to survive in this league, have just taken the lead against Beijing, so it could be a two-horse race in no time at all. Here's Yang Kuo at the edge of the box. Taxiang unable to shoot from the D, and will now have to reset the attack with the keeper's assistance. But now we have the team in red, Shanggang, on the attack, and that's deflected to the keeper, and you can just clutch at the ball, no problem. Half an hour played now. I think the time has come to go into control, and that's Moreno in trouble. Is it worthy of a yellow card? No, it is not. The referee is lenient, and for some reason the highlight just ends rather suddenly, so we'll turn that off. We'll go around from position, and Peng Changming seemed to have hit the keeper with a shot on a 1v1 opportunity, and that's a poor corner. We'll have to retry. Moreno is onside, and he wins a free kick from Chen Kuai, and now he has the opportunity to flick it in, but Yang Kuo didn't get much contact, and it's gone out for a goal kick, which has now been taken. Bin Bin takes on Andy Francois with no success. It's a counter-attack opportunity wasted for the time being. Radaby makes a mistake, but he makes a recovery, and Peng Changming is off. He was caught, and that's not good enough, but still we need more chances on goal. Just a minute to go before the half-time whistle will blow if there's no stoppage time. Good tackle by Chanturia, and we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time, and here is the second of those minutes. Kai Hui Kang playing makeshift centre back for some reason. Now he's resetting the attack. Good tackle by Chen Kuai to Yang Tao, Bin Bin, Liu Bin Bin, Shang Yuan, Milos Juranovic finds Yang Tao, but Du Jia again. He really is a splendid goalkeeper, and he's kept us alive in this fixture. It's 0-0 at half time. Very much not ideal, but we'll just have to survive, hang on in there, and maybe bring on another substitute to help our attack. But I'll just say I'm not happy. It is exactly what the players think in their opinion, and they're ready to go for 45 more minutes, because the title could be gone. Guangzhou have scored immediately, literally no waiting about. They are 2-0 up and cruising in their match, so they are top of the league again, and that is something that irks me deeply. I don't want to finish second if at all possible. Beijing score and then concede in double quick time. Here's Liu Bin Bin. Oh, his own teammate got in his way. Daniel Moreno has help from Peng Changming. Good interception. Back to Moreno. Not quite. Taxiang for the third time. Ji Yang couldn't get there. Oh, good opportunity again. Taxiang is feeding. the strikers and giving them every opportunity. Peng Changming, Kai Wei Kang, 2 chances and neither of them hit the target over the bar. And again, I urge my players to push, and we're going to make a change. I have to get rid of one of the foreigners for definite in order to bring Karadzic on. So for now, I'll just bring on Geng Zonglin and then give Karadzic his go just before the full-time whistle. Maybe the 65th minute, I don't know, but Peng Changming, now that we're back live coming, that was a good opportunity, saved at the keeper's chest. It was straight at him. Here's Juranovic to Yang Tao. Juranovic, chance of the game. The goal was gaping and he failed to hit the target. How crucial. Now we're going to make the final change. It seems careless to do such a thing, but I think Peng Changming needs serious assistance and I'm going to give it to him now. Here we go. We'll put Taxiang into defensive midfield duty. He's not quite able for it, but he has done his best in the position before. So this is our last opportunity. I think we'll go into retained possession. It's not something I like doing at home, but we need to win this game at all costs, or else the title could be gone. I don't expect Guangzhou to mess up again. Let's just see what we can do. You can see the passing's actually poor. The crossing is not so good either. And now here's Juranovic. Oh, he went right for the corner and the keeper was ready for it. Well done. But we have been outplayed on our patch, and that's something that, you know, cannot be accepted really. With 15 minutes to go, this is the final roll of the dice at the roulette table, or the casino, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. It's Yang Tao waiting for his teammates to get involved. Here's Rick Tosso. Good clearance by Eddie Francois. No, he didn't get rid of it. Rick Tosso again. Bin cleared only as far as Wenbo. Juranovic hits the crossbar, and Wang Shangwan silences the champions. It's 1-0 to Shanggang, and this can only be described as an absolute disaster. A fluky shot. Oh, but Shanggang probably deserve it. It's a fair goal, and that could be the title completely gone. Guangzhou are in dreamland with 2 games to go. They have a 2-point lead and superior head-to-head statistics, so it looks to be all over bar the shouting. We have not taken up our opportunities. We have lost more points than we can shake our fists at, and we've 7 minutes to become the heroes one last time. Here is Juranovic to Karadzic, or Chanturia, sorry, I'm getting names mixed up, and now Juranovic only as far as Yang Tao. Poor pass. Karadzic is forward, but only one man lies in the box, and Peng Changming, he's failed to score. He hit the bar as well and he failed to score. He just couldn't poke the ball home, and that is the difference in football sometimes. Beijing are trying to mount a comeback late on. Shanggang looks so composed when they're in possession. Bin to Yang Tao. Shangwan blocks, and our home record could evaporate before our eyes. 1-0 is still the scoreline. Shangwan wasting time. Sun Yi can't get rid. He tries again. Bin. Good interception by Taxiang, but again he can't manage to get the ball. Juranovic offside. Come on, go. This is our last chance. Take more risks, please. Let's go. And again it's Shanggang holding on to possession. Corner given, and this could be a disaster. 2 minutes to save our season. Route 1 perhaps. No, it's not good enough. Wenbo to Bin. Yang Tao. Oh, and again we're into injury time, and results are going against us now. Guangzhou 2 points clear, technically 3. Here we go. This is our last opportunity. Peng Changming, what a season he's had. Couldn't find the first pass. Karadzic won't get there. Yang Kuo too clever for his teammate, and Hong Liang, who has played really well in front of a partisan crowd, keeps it out. And now it's our final opportunity. Route 1 as I wanted. Peng Changmin can't get the shot or the cross away. Juranovic finds Riktotso. Shang Wang could secure the deal here. Bin Bin right on the byline, puts it out for a goal kick. Karadzic can't get help, and that's game. We have lost at home for the first time in a whole year, and we have lost 2 games in a row at an absolutely infuriating point of the season. And it looks like my dream of winning the Chinese Super League twice is out of my control. The fact of the matter is we need Guangzhou to lose one of their games and for us to win both our games. There is no more wriggle room. We have lost twice in a row, and we have to go again. It's simple as that. We have lost, and Guangzhou deservingly take the points off Yanbian. And again, Shanggang can't be discarded either. They are within 5 points of the league leaders, and they could perhaps finish second and spoil our dreams. So what a heartbreak. Guangzhou are the first team to win 18 times in the season, and that could be everything our hearts desire destroyed. Like, look how dominant we were last year. 68 points. That's not going to happen this time. The best we can hope for is 64, but it's just such a shame that we're way too dominant, and it seems that we didn't learn how to win league titles under pressure, as everyone else was just so terrible, and we romped the league title with just stings, as we've lost a home game for the very first time, and that was our last home game. So I just cannot put it into words. That is real disappointment. And Zhu Zhen has a sprained ankle. I knew it was a foot related injury or a knee related injury, and it's come true. And Karadzic, who will be playing his last games, has failed to hit the target again, and that cannot be healthy for a team chasing the title. So all I can do now is play the final games of the season. Quanxian and Fully, the last 2 games of the season, they'll be on livecom. But if I can't rescue this situation, then Guangzhou will be the champions again, and our time as being the best club in China will have to be put on hold. But anyway, perhaps I will have to move from China if I'm going to win a Champions League. If we look at the available jobs, for example, Sao Paulo, they're in decline. I'm not interested in them. And then insecure jobs, let me see, they've got a fair amount. Chesterfield are insecure. Santos, and who else? Guadalajara there. Not really anything else that I'd like to do. So it looks like I'm stuck in China, and not winning the league title is a major disappointment. It doesn't matter that we weren't tipped to win it. We want to win it, and we'll just have to do it in the next episode. So see you there, everybody. I hope you enjoyed.